Little Miss Recap contains adult language and is intended for entertainment purposes only.
Sometimes I do a pointing dance.
Hi, friends. Welcome to Little Miss Recap. My name's Amy.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
And we have today our friend Chris. Hi, Chris.
Hi, it's me, Chris. Hi.
Chris Farah. We know her and love her. You know her and love her as half a docu-sweeties, but also your own channels. What are you doing now?
Yes, my love. I'm Chris Farah, Chris L. Farah, on all the social medias. I've actually been covering 90 Day Fiance on my YouTube since 2015. So on my YouTube, I have a long time. You can see a breadth of different Chris Farahs.
You sweet summer child. You had no idea what that next year was going to bring. No. And then all the years after.
Exactly. It was just like Nicole and Nicole Muhammad. I just didn't know. But yeah, it's Azon. I always get confused. It's Nicole and Azon. But yeah, I do those recaps for sure, all the 90 days. And I also love Sister Wives. Obviously, we talked about Sister Wives before, and that was really fun. Thank you so much for coming on and talking about that. Sorry about that, Amanda. You weren't there. Next time.
I wasn't invited. I understand. I'm just, I'm a tier 2 kid. Just give you shit. That's fine.
No, I'm
actually, you were invited. I just never passed on the invitation. I'm just kidding.
That tracks.
I would never do that.
No, you weren't invited. You weren't invited. That was true. No,
story of my life.
No, I would love to have you on because this is a great thing. And I didn't really also realize both of you are watching the Special Forces too. So it's like,
oh yes, yes, yeah. We're into it. That's a good show.
I'm enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would.
Yes, I don't think people realize how good it is.
Yeah, people do love it. Yeah, I know. Like Plathville. I don't watch Plathville, but people love that too.
Oh my God, Plathville. I think I'm done there too. Breaking up.
It's gotten real dark.
Speaking of breaking up, I want to make a blanket statement right here, right now. That if you guys are not following Tiger Lily and her piece of trash husband,
we're breaking up with them.
We are never talking about them again. And if you want to know what he did, let's just say he's one of these, what about all the good things Hitler did kind of people. And we're not here for that. No. So fuck him.
No.
He's a troll. This is, I don't know.
He's dressed up like who does this?
Trolls.
He's disgusting.
Yeah.
People
who, gross. We're done.
Yeah. It's funny because it's crazy to be like so pious or to act like God this or God that. But then honestly use hate and rage and anger to try and fuel your own success. Like it's just such oh no, you can't be like an internet troll trying to like get eyes on you by saying absolute horrible nonsense that could be really hurtful to people and then also claim God. Fuck you. There's nope.
We don't cover HEA or whatever. Are they on HEA? No.
Yeah, they're on HEA.
Yes.
But they haven't been for weeks.
But we're just not going to mention them again. We're done with them. Broken up. Done.
Actually, you know what? I kind of want to join the fray. And yeah, this is the perfect time because Amanda, as you said, they gave birth to that baby and then they never came back on the show again. No. And it was obviously also timed before he started getting incredibly just like anti-Semitic in a way that almost seems clownish. Like, he was already being, horrible online and being really, masochistic or I'm sorry, like misogynistic and whatnot. So fuck him, truly.
Yeah, he's horrible. So today we're going to talk about 90 Day the Other Way. Season 7, episode 6.
7, episode 6. A bit dodgy.
A bit dodgy.
Yes. I have the official definition of a bit dodgy.
Okay.
At least I did. Where did I put it? I have all my little tabs up here. Hold on.
How many screens do you have?
2.
Okay.
2. This is my work desk too, so I
have 2 screens as well.
I just love the way that your screen is positioned. It looks like you can literally look up and access a memory, but what it is your screen. It looks
my
like
other screen. A bit dodgy means something is suspicious, unreliable, or questionable, and often implies it could be risky, of poor quality, or even dishonest.
Okay.
There we go.
So, Chris, the way we cover this is we break up the couples.
Yeah.
And Amanda, why don't you start us off with Greta and Matthew?
How are we feeling about Greta, Chris, before we jump in?
I really enjoy this couple because they have a completely different energy than obviously Madelein and Luke or whatever. And it feels a little like neurodivergent spiciness, which I enjoy, like as someone that, feels that way about myself. And I it's funny because I enjoy their point of views being so easy to like read, and then when their problems arise, it's like it's just from like this kind of organic smallness. I really like this couple. Like I think
like them too.
The vibe, the energies feel so different than other ones that I'm like into it, and it feels a little more normal, more natural.
They feel like a really legit couple.
I agree.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
His parents are fucking
delight.
amazing.
Yeah.
His parents are awesome. And I felt really bad for her last week. I know some people were like, she's being bratty. I'm like, she's exhausted and she is used to being part of a family where she didn't feel cared for and welcomed. And now she's in this new home where she's not feeling cared for and welcomed. And I just felt for her when she was crying and trying to put everything together and being
and the hazel of it all.
And the hazel of it all.
She
And I'm a cat person. So
yeah.
I understand this. So, okay. Greta, Oklahoma, Matthew, England. Greta continues her unpacking and comes to find Matthew, then gets ready for a shower. Because if you remember, Matthew told her repeatedly how badly she smelled.
When he didn't go to drive and pick her up from the airport, that's around maybe like on Reddit, they said 90 minutes when someone did the deep dive of, and he has a car. And so, yeah, for her to have to like bring all those bags and smell because of it, and then him to bring it up is just like an interesting choice on his part.
Okay.
I did hear somebody say in the UK, it is not common to go pick people up at the airport in the way that it is in the US. Now, I think if your fiance is moving from another country, maybe you go above and beyond.
Yeah, I agree.
Just a little bit. So he asks if she has found enough space, and she says, no, she hasn't. Because this room is about as big as this desk. It's not good.
It was quick. It was dry. Like, blank face. No.
No. And that's kind of what I appreciate about both of them. Like, there's no bullshit. It's just like, no, it's not good. I'm not into it. Matthew says Greta arrived and it hasn't gone quite as he might have liked it to go, but he expected her to be worn out. So he's trying to give her some space to do that. And I feel like these two know each other. Like, he knows she needs some space to decompress. If he's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? I think that'll send her even more into a spiral. And he's like, just let her do her thing. Get her shower.
Yeah, you're right. That's the hallmark of like a couple who really knows each other. Yeah.
And so an hour later, his parents arrive home. Caroline and Mark, and I am here for these parents. They are a delight. They are welcoming. They are everything we want a 90-Day Fiance couple's parents to be, and so few very show up as.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the dad is like, oh, you're back. And I love that cheeky laugh. It fills the house. And I was like, oh, I love the word cheeky. I love that British like lexicon word. Like it because I enjoy the fact that there's a certain charm in being witty and sassy that maybe as an American woman, I don't feel is appreciated.
In quite the same way it would be in the UK.
Yeah.
I totally get it. And Mark says it's so nice to have her laugh back. They have hugs and kisses. You can tell these parents really like her.
Yeah.
And she thanks them for letting her stay. And they say they love having her there. And his mom says that Matthew has found his soulmate in Greta and hopes for a long future for them.
I know. And then she brings out like the most beautiful cake that I've ever seen.
That cake.
Greta's like, did you make this? And I'll be like, no, bitch, she did not make that. Like, I obviously shouldn't. I mean, no offense. No, she hasn't even been in the room for like, where would she have made this? You were in her house,
Yeah.
That's a freshly like made cake with like frosting up on top, so.
Agree.
I'm here for it.
Let me just address this. We're back. Chris's mic was off, so it's fixed now. We're good. So let's continue.
Okay. So
and now I sound like this.
Now you sound normal.
Sexy.
Caroline says that they have created a meat-free zone in their fridge and freezer for her. And the big cake comes out. It looks delicious. And she got a little she had them make a little sugar apple and hazel for the top of this cake.
Yes. I love these parents.
These parents are amazing.
If Greta ever says anything about these parents not welcoming her, she will be enemy number one on the internet.
Yeah. No, I think Greta knows.
Because this is how you do this. This is how you welcome somebody into your home.
Yes, absolutely. And Greta says she has been really anxious about this move. And she just kind of forgot how wonderful Matthew's parents are. She hasn't seen them in a while. And she says she always has a hard time with parents, but she loves this warm and happy family. Because remember, her mom died. She goes lives with this evil stepmother who seems to make her Cinderella, and she never felt welcome. And so this is, I'm happy. I'm happy she's going to have like a warm family.
Yeah.
And they say it's time to let Greta sleep. So she and Matthew go to bed, and he says things started off rocky, but he's glad things are back to normal. He's pumped for them to have their life together. And she says like she's just in shock. She's still feeling really unsettled, which even if he had all the drawers right, I still feel like this is enough of a change in life that you're gonna feel unsettled.
I agree with that.
For a little bit.
Yep.
And she says she got overwhelmed when unpacking and didn't feel prepared, and she felt unwelcomed. And Matthew says he's surprised. She says she doesn't feel like this is her room. And he's like, it is your room. She's like,
could you imagine the nightmare of having to move in with your boyfriend in his childhood bedroom?
No, I have no interest in that.
Timmy's childhood bedroom was like 8x6.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No. I didn't even see Todd's childhood bedroom until his parents were getting ready to sell their home. We were married for a couple of years because I just never went upstairs.
Yeah.
What was the first thoughts? Like like when you first saw like things, like what were your first thoughts? Were you surprised? Were you like, I should have married this person? Like, I'm just kidding. No, but like, what were you, like, I don't know.
I was surprised by the furniture. It was real 70s. And so I kind of wasn't expecting that, but like it didn't still have his Duran Duran posters up on the wall or anything. His parents had kind of chilled it out a bit.
I got something for you. Timmy's brother is 13 years older than him, and they shared a room.
Oh no!
Because they had to. They had 4 kids and only 3 bedrooms, so they put the 2 boys and the 2 girls together.
Yeah.
And Timmy and his sister were surprise twins, and they were 11 and 13 years younger than their siblings. So, you figure his brother's like 18. Well, no, he was moved out by the time he was 18, but he's like 16 and he's living with like a 3-year-old.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That's bad. That's real bad. Yeah, I would not be into that. So she just like, there's no room for my stuff. And he says, you can put anything you want. He's like, I'll even put my clothes in the garage. I don't care. Like he really wants her to feel
the garage.
Wait, than she did.
Yeah. How did he say? Like every time he says something, I'm like, oh, that's the way you're going to say that. You can even put myself in the garage.
Garage.
Garage. It's interesting because I do this too, where you are blind to your space, where he looks around. He's like, just put your stuff around. And she's like, your stuff is around. I cannot put my stuff on your stuff. Like, and that's what he kind of was like, even saying like the last episode, like, oh, just put your shoes down there. She's like, where all your shoes are? Are they going to float above your shoes? I don't understand. And so, yeah, I get the idea of like being in a space that you've been in so long that you have a blindness to it. So he like, it's like, he's not processing. There is literally no space for her. Like, it's like, and he seems to be annoyed by that. And they keep having these like barbs back and forth. Cause like I found it's interesting, his parents are like, oh, you must be so tired, Greta. You've like traveled all day. And he's like, well, I'm also tired. I've been cleaning this place. I've been getting things ready. And they're like, bitch, you didn't make a cake. What are you talking about? You barely moved the drawer. You didn't go pick her up from the airport. Like, what are you? You're not tired.
Right.
He was very tired. He took a Sharpie and wrote a G on one of the drawers. That was exhausting. Why are we drawing on our furniture? This is what I want to understand.
Yeah.
All of it. His mom has to yell at him in front of, I want his mom to yell at him a little more.
That'd be interesting.
I just want to see what happens.
So she had hoped for a giddy romantic reunion, and this ain't it, but she's hopeful things will be good. And she falls asleep in his arms. It was very sweet. They're all cuddly. It's good.
Yes.
Next day, they go running through the countryside. I'm like, if I had this area to run in, I might start being a runner.
Yeah.
This is gorgeous. Beautiful. I'm here for this. It's their second day. She felt unsettled, but Matthew knows how to appease her. It's time for spa time.
Oh,
our girl likes a spa.
Same girl.
Same. I would like a spa day.
Grounding technique, big sensory grounding technique.
I think she needs that.
Her body. Yeah.
Go ahead. She's get back into her body, I think, is part of her challenge. And so they're sitting there in their little robes. They're holding hands. They're being sweet. And she's like, look, we're spa people. And he's like, we're once in a blue moon spa people. We are not everyday spa people. Because
we're not doing this a lot.
Right. We do not have the budget to be everyday spa people.
Yeah.
I would like to be an everyday spa person. And he says, I'm down for occasionally, but she's like, I get weekly massages in Oklahoma. He's like, that's cute because you're not doing that here. And he's fine. He says being the breadwinner, but there needs to be a realistic budget. And I feel like some of this should have been worked out a little bit before we got here. Just a little bit. And
I love when she's like, he knows I want to be an animal lawyer.
I know. An animal lawyer. I don't know what that entails, but
I know.
It's very cute. And she's like, well, I mean, you bought a new computer that you didn't need, and you bought a new engine for your car that you didn't need.
A souped up engine.
Right. But we don't have money for me to go to the spa.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, we share the car, but we cannot share your massages.
Mm.
Okay,
I'm sure Greta doesn't give a shit if the engine is different in the car.
No. And she's like, well, you get a happier version of me if I get massages. So that might benefit you in the long run, dude. He's like, this is not realistic. And she doesn't feel like she's asking for much. Just a weekly massage, damn it. I mean, what more do you need?
God, it's so subjective, right? Because some people's massages aren't that expensive, and then massages are very expensive. Like in Los Angeles, it's you can of course go to like a place that has like one big room and they have cut up, like individual sections things, and you can get like a good massage that's maybe like $3 a minute or something. But then the other half of it is that massages can run you like $300 or something, which is a lot. Now, it's weird to me only that he's like, we're talking about the massages right now when they are living at his parents. Seems to me.
I know.
Like, why are we talking about whether he can afford a weekly massage for you? Like, if he's making money or not, the first thing is, right, get the fuck out of your parents' house. Like, that's number one. And then B, she seems like an independent woman, and she seems like she wants to make money. So I don't understand why she's asking him if he will provide money for her massages. Like, I don't quite. She's going to work.
She can't work yet.
Yeah, but I guess in my mind, like, so, but how long is it you're not going to work for? Like, I don't, because even her question is like, she can't, perform her animal lawyer work until she gets the course done, that she needs to get the course done to be the barrister that we know that she needs to be, because that also costs money, she said. So then I'm kind of like, all right, well, let's get that money so you can be the barrister for the animals here in England.
Let's get me the money for the course versus a massage. And actually, let's get us the money for the apartment to get the fuck out of my parents'
It's like a Greg and Joan situation.
It is.
Where Greg and Joan borrowed money from the mother and from the mother and the father to get married. And it was like, why not borrow the money to get an apartment and just get married at the JP?
Priorities. All of our priorities are different.
Okay.
He says, if I stop working, we can't afford this life. To which I'm like, if any of us stop working, we can't afford our lives. Most people cannot afford our lives without a job. Okay. And he says, remember that to have things like this, he has to foot the bill. And she says, well, I assumed you had your career because you love it, not to keep me in the manner to which I hope to become accustomed. And he's like, well, I do like that, but I don't really feel like you're appreciating me. So these two are going to have some financial fights. And he's like, I know you can't practice law until she gets the proper credentials, and it's going to take a while, but she doesn't want to keep score on sacrifices, because this could get real messy real quick. Well, you got this and I didn't get this, and you got as somebody who has my entire life had my own job, had my own career, paid my own bills, I would struggle a lot moving to another country and being entirely dependent on someone else.
Same.
It would really be hard for me.
Yeah.
I kind of wondered, I wish we could ask, like, how much money did she come with? Like, did she have a little
not
saving?
A lot. She was in law school.
I know. No, I know. I guess, like, because I also wonder if she would feel a little better about herself, more stable or more or less like at the whims of whoever, if she did have like some sort of financial safety net, which I'm not, I do feel for her, and they seem to not have their expectations. But at the same time, he seems to feel like he's done a lot, and I want him to list what he's done so I understand where he's coming from.
Yeah.
I mean, he wrote that G in Sharpie on his dresser.
Yeah, that was a lot of work. He told his mom what kind of cake to bake. I mean, it's a lot.
They made room in the freezer for her non-meat.
Spoiler
alert, he hasn't done a lot to prepare for her.
Right. He seems he seems like such a, he's calling to be a victim in this situation, and she's already put him to the fire that she's mad that he hasn't done this and hasn't done that. So I just want to know, like, what was he supposed to do? And yeah, by the way, as this goes on, I'm like, I don't know if this is going to work out, because truly she is tired, but I haven't seen a moment of them connecting in a way that makes me feel like they understand each other. But I can't wait to see if that happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope so. I have hope for these two.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Pattiya
Okay.
and Dylan.
Wow.
Or Dylan, as I call him, AI John Tesh.
You're not wrong.
AI John Tesh when John Tesh was 30.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and ripped to shreds.
Yes.
My God.
Jesus.
Wow. Okay, so what can go wrong here, right? So Pattiya is a dancer. She's 58 years old. She's from Dallas, Texas. She considers herself an exotic dancer. Doesn't really like, to call herself a stripper. She says her stage name is Cholita.
This woman is 6 years older than I am and looks like 20 years younger than I do.
She is in amazing
She's
fucking
in
shape.
amazing shape.
She's ripped.
She's
she
beautiful.
says she's been dancing for a long time and it makes her feel youthful and keeps her in shape, but she's hanging up her cowboy hat to go to Tasmania with her 38-year-old lover who's a plumber.
Mm-hmm.
And also a dancer and has danced and understands the lifestyle, honey.
Yes. He's as busy as a bull's ass in fly season.
Okay, then.
And then I wrote, he's a plumber and he's also a male dancer. I feel like these two things are connected. I feel like you can use the I'm a plumber in the realm of you're a dancer.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, sort of like the Merry Gentlemen.
Yes.
When they dressed up as construction people.
So
yeah. It's like the same thing as me being like, I'm an actor and an improviser. They go hand in hand. You can use one and the other, you know, like he is, he has a built-in character for his, he's a drag performer. And that's what I'm saying. Like it's like having a drag performer. He has a character.
Yes.
Everyone wants their pipes cleaned. Everyone wants, like a sturdy man to be coming over, during the day.
Yes.
Sounds like a lot of the fuzzy porn I watched circa 1988 on Skinemax.
Right.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
I love that
So,
fuzzy porn.
He's been on Australia's Got Talent and he was in Vegas and they were calling him the Thunder from Down Under. And he was
there's a whole show, Thunder from Down Under.
Oh, I thought that was his nickname. I'm sorry.
No.
Okay.
He was the MC for Thunder from Down Under, which is like
these are two separate things. Okay.
An Australian Chippendales situation.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That did go to Vegas. That
they were in Vegas. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's where he met Pattiya. And Pattiya says, I was in Vegas because I was getting my second divorce and I was going through a really rough time.
Same girl.
And she says he loves her boobs and she loves that he looks like Brad Pitt and that accent. Whoa.
He's hot.
He's
looks not my type, but
like
he is
AI
hot
to me.
Yeah, he's like too perfect.
Yeah, it's his jaw line. There's something that happens around his jaw and neck where I'm like, I don't quite know. Or like, or the blondness and tanness of him. There's something that's happening in that makes me.
This was not all found in nature.
No.
Truly.
No.
What else is found in nature that I had to look up is where exactly Tasmania is. She tells her friends to look it up, and when she told her friends, I was like,
isn't it?
It's right outside of Australia.
It's
but
like a ferry.
Right. It's like disconnected from the mainland.
It's a big island.
Yes.
Or there you go.
Some might say an island.
Chris,
I say
right
disconnected from the mainland.
So known as an island.
So they've been together for 12 years. They lived together for 7 in Vegas. Take me to Vegas.
7 years in Vegas.
But then he had to go home. Sounds like some kind of
bad
country
movie.
song.
Yeah.
Then he had to go home due to visa issues. So now she's moving there. And then we see her talking with their friends about how scared she is to give up her career. And she's crying. And she says the last time she did this, he promised he'd take care of her. They sold everything. They moved to Thailand for a year. 4 years ago that happened. Did not go good. Did not go as planned, as Darcy says. And they fought constantly. It got real toxic. They broke up and she came back. Have we ever seen a couple introduced to us on 90 Day that have this long of a history together?
No. Not in in-person history for sure.
Right. This is wild to me.
It is. And I don't know why she thinks this is going to go differently this time.
I don't know.
I don't have hope for these two.
I need to know
what. It'd be fun to watch.
I need to know his opinion of what happened in Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get it. Hopefully. Well, maybe. If they have to key up the old AI and type that prompt in, what happened in Thailand? So
program him a bit.
Later, she's cooking she's cutting up and handling some raw chicken. Mm-hmm. And I was keeping my eyes on the hand washing, and it was happening. Mm-hmm. Her nephew Nick was coming over, and these two are acting like they haven't seen each other in 30 years.
Mm-hmm. It sort of felt that way.
Yeah. He's like, you've always been my favorite aunt. He's never seen her apartment. It was weird. There was a weird distance between them.
She said he flew in to see her specifically before she moved. So he doesn't live locally.
Okay. He says this is a textbook cougar and cub situation. And I never heard that, cougar and cub. I've heard cougar, obviously, but I like this. Pattiya says he's very mature, Nick. Come on. He's very mature. She says they've broken up 20 times. I mean, they're both performers and there's a lot of jealousy, and he's a runner. And he did propose 3 years ago in Vegas, but he took the ring back. And, he was young. Mm-hmm. And
he's so much older now.
The older he gets, he's calming down and realizing that she's the one for him. And Nick says, who takes the ring back?
Yeah.
A lot of people, Nick.
A lot of people do.
And either she loves this guy or she's an idiot, he's saying. And she says, it will be fine. We're getting married this time. And she sobs and he comforts her. And that's where we leave them.
Yeah, I really, he's the one that's going to be there to represent what her family thinks of the situation. And my God, I'm like, she's like, well, what does your mom think? And I was like, yeah, what does your mom think? I wish you could just FaceTime your mom right now and have one of her sisters, lay it down.
Read her.
Yes.
Yeah. Just because I just want to hear if they are, I just want to hear what they think of her. She says that her mom, which would be the grandmother of Nick, calls her a wild horse that can't be tamed. And Mom was like, okay, but
stallion.
Yeah. I always be like, but what do they think about, you being an exotic dancer and you moving to Tasmania? What do your sisters think about that? Even
her fellow dancers were kind of like, girl,
what are you doing?
What are you doing?
And you have to imagine her family, at least some of them have met him. They lived together for 7 years in Vegas. So it's not like one of those
where did they live
no one
together?
else could have met anybody. Vegas.
Thank you.
So did Nick, why didn't Nick meet him? Or did he? It's confusing.
Nick may not have been alive because Nick appears to be 12.
All right. Take us through. Well, let me knock out Jenny and Sumit real quick because I feel like we have to end with Luke and Madelein because the fight heard round the world.
Oh, okay. God, these two.
So Jenny and Sumit, there's not much here. She's very upset about Auntie Sumit's absolute dress down of her, which we saw last week.
Auntie Sumit's an asshole.
She really is. Sumit says, do not bother yourself with this. You're a beautiful person. And how hot was it when my mother stood up for you? And he's all boned up over this because we know Sumit has a interesting relationship with his mother.
I'm going to say they are enmeshed.
Yes.
I think that's a kind way of putting it.
And Jenny says, I don't want to live here if this is going to happen every time family members come over. So she's done. And that's it. That's all we see from them. Just that brief moment of comfort and then Jenny threatening to leave again.
Mm-hmm. Jenny really thinks that they're going to move out of this apartment. Jenny's going to die in this apartment.
Jenny's going to die in this house. When Timmy built this house for me, I knew this was my tomb.
Right.
I'm dying here. I can't get this guy to move out of here. A house he built with his own hands and his father who's now passed. No, I'm dying here.
That's okay.
And Jenny, same thing, girl. You're dying in that house. The main event, Amanda.
Whoa. Okay.
Chris, what have you been thinking about Luke? What are your thoughts on Luke?
That he is emotionally stunted, weird, that he has decided that his only options in life is to sort of lie and be deceptive to continue the fucked up relationship he has with a very tiny, young looking person from a different country that obviously is using him for his money. I can't stand Luke's
money.
Yeah,
Air
that's weird.
quotes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just
That
like his dad's.
doesn't exist.
Luke started the season in America and obviously now is no longer in America. So Luke's like fake weird accent is like coming on strong now, where he talks to Madelein like the way that people who speak English to someone who doesn't speak English.
Like Garrick Merrifield?
Yeah.
Donut? Bedtime?
Night, night.
He adds this accent, like this kind, like he adds an accent, an affected accent to his English that sounds to him like a person that speaks like Spanish speaking English. I find it absolutely annoying. So
did you love his dad broke down Willie Nelson?
In the sense that I felt like, how did these two people come from the same lineage, you know? And like, I was just like, how did your mom reconcile these two, you know, like Y chromosomes? Like how, you know, like how did this all happen? And then like his accent obviously was so fascinating to me that like, I would just like sit there and really try and listen to him, and also listen and watch to see if his son's going to take any advice from him.
No.
And he did take the 3K.
Of course he's going to take money.
Oh yeah,
not advice. Yeah,
but he only had like 2,800 left because he had to buy dinner at the airport. Yeah, I wonder, like, is he the milkman's kid? Like, how did this all come together?
Yeah,
but it's fascinating.
For anyone listening under 30, for BDF Alex, who's 23 and listening, a milkman used to be a thing.
It did. It did. And there's a joke that if you don't look like your father, you must be the child of the milkman because your mom's banging him.
Yeah.
So now Luke and Madelein are going to go out. And she says that she was so mad with the wedding planner, but he explained he was just tired. So she has decided to forgive him.
Okay.
Hot pro tip here.
What?
If you are 3 weeks from your wedding and you are still fighting at this level, maybe we shouldn't get married.
If you're 3 weeks from your wedding and you've called it off 3 times,
it's a problem. It's a problem. So we find out it's unclear if they actually banged last night or not. She goes on to say she was super horny. And so she didn't care that she was mad, but he's like, we just kissed and held hands.
Against the dirty headboard.
Against the dirty headboard with the emotional support unicorn in the corner.
Oh, Jesus.
And the Nutella under her nails.
Right. Still,
that part.
Whoa. So they're going to go cake tasting, and they're going to then have a funny and cute date night. And I'm here for a cake tasting such that I might plan a 4th fake wedding just to get some cake.
I'll come with you. I'll be your maid of honor.
How about Amy? How about we're a little lesbian couple.
Yeah.
There you go. Give us our cake.
Get us some cake. There we go.
Honey, just call you guys Marie Antoinettes. By the way, cake heavy episode. Cake heavy episode.
There's a lot of cake
I'm here for it, Chris. I'm here for it.
Cake. I know.
I love cake. I love cake so much.
Yeah.
So the wedding is coming up soon. She wants to know everything will be perfect and all of her dreams will come true.
Yes.
Because that's how that works.
Don't worry, it always does.
I actually think for her, it actually always does work out the way she wants.
2 divorcees here telling you it doesn't always work out.
Doesn't always work out.
And one perpetual single.
That's
there you go.
It's all good. She says, the cake is so floofy. And I'm like, I like that term for cake. He thinks it's basic. That was the initial like vanilla cream. I'm good with that.
Vanaja.
Vanaja. She's not a fan of a red velvet cake. How do we feel about red velvet cake, ladies?
Okay, I had a red velvet cake at my wedding.
Oh, okay.
I hate it. Oh, I mean, it's great. No, I'm just kidding. I actually do like it, but only I like it in a smaller form. Like I like a cupcake.
I love it. My mom used to make our birthday cakes for us when we were small, only for a few years there. And she made me a Miss Pac-Man cake, and it was red velvet. So when you cut into it, it looked like there was blood inside, and I was here for that cake. But so I had a red velvet wedding cake. As you all know, I was pregnant at my wedding, so I was paying a lot of attention to the cake because I knew it would be the only thing I could enjoy it. We didn't have a wedding, but we had like a reception in Timmy's parents' backyard.
Right.
In order to get money to be able to afford next month's rent. So I was disappointed in the red velvet cake, and I will never forget that.
Oh,
why?
Sad.
But
it wasn't a good one.
It was too dry.
Was it vegan? I'm just kidding.
It was not vegan, but it was dry. And I was like, come on. Jesus Christ.
I don't care for a red velvet cake. I'm the outlier here. Just wondering.
It tastes like chocolate, kind of.
Yeah, but not.
Okay.
I love I love a basic ass yellow fucking cake.
I do too.
Me too, with some chocolate icing.
Yeah, oh, yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah. So we try a pistachio cake. She loves it. She's
I
here
love
for this.
pistachio cake.
See, I don't.
I
I don't
love
like
it.
pistachio stuff.
Ice
And
cream. I like pistachio ice cream or gelato, but
Okay. Mhm.
she wants a cake. She wants this cake basically all to herself, and then she'll get the shitty floofy cake for everybody else.
That sounds good. Sounds like a plan. Smart
Sounds like
girl.
it's your wedding, girl. You can do what you want.
yeah.
He says she's cute. He says sometimes. And now we have an I love you so much. You mean the world to me. It's been a rough start and stressful and can't wait to spend our life with each other. But I need to roll out something.
Because this idiot
Got it on
filmed
fucking
it.
film.
Oh,
In Fraser Park. On film in Fraser Park. I'll never forget it. I'll
Yeah.
never forget it.
So as a Los Angelino, Chris, Fraser Park, tell us about it.
Oh, so sorry. Yeah. I mean, Fraser Park is a wooded, foresty area that's like at least 3 or 2 hours outside of Los Angeles. I know it as where I had to go to camp for many years. You
Okay.
know, like it's
Okay.
like, so that, I mean, it's very far away from LA and it's very specific. And then, yeah, those are the ideas of it's just the idea of having a bachelor or a stripper in Fraser Park. I'm trying to think. It's like
So-
telling you they're going to go to like a wooded area of New York and being like, we got a stripper to go to this.
I was just
the
gonna say,
forest.
is it
You're
like New
oh,
York and people really go upstate, but it's like very different?
no one goes to Fraser Park
Okay.
unless you are going to camp.
Okay.
Got it.
All right. Got it.
Got it.
It
Or
is
to
forest.
strip. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or to go to a really janky bachelor party. So
Mhm.
he says, she asks why he's being weird. He doesn't know how to say this. This guy hems and haws like few people I have ever seen in my life. She
Mhm.
can tell something is fucked up is coming, she says. And he tells her, well, so I had this bachelor party. I know you told me not to, but here's the thing. It wasn't my fault at all. I just went to my friend's house. They forced this bachelor party upon me. They tied me to a couch. They made this woman shake her tits in my face. It was not my fault.
Mhm. They
I'm
gave
not-
me an
do to
infusion.
her?
They
What'd
gave
you
me
do
an
to her?
They gave me an infusion of blood to make my penis hard.
Right.
Mhm.
I had no part in any of this.
Mhm. That's a pretty good Madeleine face, Chris, that you're doing.
Yeah.
And she's like,
so upset.
oh, so that's why you didn't respond to any of my texts that weekend.
Mhm.
Got it. So he says, look, they threw this small party. And she's like, what the fuck did you do? He says, well, the stripper came. She's like, what did you do with the stripper? He tells her, she's like, tell me the fucking truth. I think in Madeleine's brain, he absolutely fucked the stripper like in the middle of the
Okay.
living room.
Yeah.
So, do you think that she's conflating a dancer / stripper
With a
with
sex
an
worker?
escort?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I think that she thinks that he fucked the stripper because she thinks that most people usually do or she doesn't trust his friends.
Mhm.
And or she also just is a jealous person and she doesn't want him like around a woman and then she feels, like he did. I'll tell you, I was shocked. Absolutely taken aback when she decided to let her feelings bubble over. I wasn't expecting it.
She's so well regulated in her
Yeah.
emotions. It was
So cool,
yeah.
calm and collected. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
But
real
ladies,
misstep
there
for
was
her.
cake right there, and suddenly, out of the blue, she got up and she threw it on his face, and I screamed out loud because I've never seen her with a temper like that. Like how I've never seen anyone throw anything on the show before,
She
like into
Just
someone's
throw
face.
the
Like
cake at him. I'm gonna push back here. She didn't just throw the cake at him. She shoved the cake at him.
Into his
He
face.
shoved it in there and made sure like it got almost as if the cake was made of acid and she wanted to make sure it really got in his pores.
she shoved like 14 times. Like she shoved the bottom part, and there was still stuff there. So she was
she
like, "No,
kept
that
shoving
part
more?
too." Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to say this is a violation of cake.
Of course it is.
Cake should not be treated
Mhm.
this way.
I agree.
Cake
I
is more
agree.
important than this.
Yeah. If she loved it.
I might go get cake today.
I know. I want cake. Well, I'm going to have a cider donut today.
There you go.
She asks if the woman danced for him. And he's like, well, she did like stripper stuff.
Yeah, what are you not understanding? She was a stripper.
Right. She's like, did you touch her? And then we throw the cake. And she storms off, pouts, and cries in the car.
Oh, yes.
Come back. She is sobbing in the car. Sobbing. Luke sitting there like a jackass covered in cake at this table. Like, I don't even know what just happened.
So can I get a napkin or something?
Why have a towel?
I was so confused by that moment. I was like, why don't you get up and clean yourself off? Like, what are you talking about? You're sitting there. Someone get me a bitch. Get up, stand up. Half the cake's gonna fall off your fucking face if you stand up. And I
would have gotten a fork and tried to save some of that.
It would have been like, is there any like
face.
a clump here I could
go
right in there? Yeah, lick it right off my face. It'd be fine.
Yeah.
And she tells producers that this is the last 2 years of her life, and he knows the rules. What I appreciate about Luke and Madelein is how we are really fuzzy with how long these two have been together.
Well, we have to.
Because I think we've got some Fernando and Jonathan math that we want to not pay too close attention to.
He's gross. He's disgusting.
Because he was like a 30-year-old man who's dating a 17-year-old woman from Colombia.
He's gross.
Yeah.
He's gross.
He's a travel bro, or whatever they call him.
I hate this guy. But he did bring his fur coat, thank God. So she calls her aunt, sobbing, tells her about the strippers. She doesn't think she'll get married. He says to the producers, he's like, what? It wasn't my fault. I was at the bachelor party. Like, again, they tied me to the couch and they shoved the stripper's tits in my face. And what was I supposed to do? I mean, I couldn't be rude.
There's nothing else to do in Fraser Park. So I didn't know.
What was I going to do? Apparently, I could have gone to summer camp or had a stripper. These are my two options here.
Campfire. I would have chosen campfire, but you know,
you don't want to light anything on fire in California. Just be real careful with that.
True. But you know what? A campfire gets us, it gets us s'mores, and I'd be here for that. So can you, I might be a little hungry. I'm just saying. And
dinner.
Yeah.
Donuts and s'mores.
He didn't want to not tell her about the whole stripper thing because he wants to start marriage with 100% honesty.
Okay.
These two who cannot keep track of what's happened to $1,000 to save their lives, despite the fact that they have receipts out the yin yang, they still can't figure this out, but we have the 100% honesty. And he goes to the car. She throws the ring, sobs that she wants to go home. And he comes up and says, sorry. And she says, you think I'm going to marry someone I don't trust? She says, you've been with me for close to 3 years. So a minute ago, it was 2 years. And now it's close to 3 years.
Yep.
Again, we're going to get real fuzzy on this. And she says, you know who I am and what I need, which I'm actually going to agree with her here.
Yeah.
She's been real clear about who she is and what's going to
I need a helicopter. A helicopter is my need.
And I need you to not be near other women.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not saying I agree with her. I could not care less if my husband went to a strip club. Whatever. It's stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Go have someone smash your tits in her
face.
Pattiya. Go see
Pattiya.
I don't care. But Madelein's been real clear that this is a no-go for her. And I'm going to actually, for once, side with her for a split second.
Yeah.
And she tells him the marriage is canceled. He can get married to the stripper. She tells him to close the door of his car, shows her ringless figure and says it is over, and just leaves him on the side of the road at the bakery, to which I say, Luke, just go back in and have some cake.
Go back in, hook up with that baker,
baby,
and get some cake.
Get some cake. Get your cake, dude.
The baker's probably too old for him.
And we know they get married because we've seen pictures of the wedding.
Yeah, we saw. Did we see? Is that AI or did we see pictures of her with the helicopter? That's AI, right?
I don't know. Mary Payne was showing it to Keisha, so this is all I know.
Okay.
I gotta look that up. I love her driving. I love her driving and just yelling at the car and being like, I need to merge. Let me merge. You know, like, that gave me like LA vibes or whatever. I don't not like her. She's for sure annoying as fuck. She's 2 years old or whatever. But I think about if it wasn't for her, he's unwatchable, obviously. You know, like she is kind of like, They do kind of remind me a little bit of like Anfisa and George a little bit in that
I see that
he is so sad and she is so
mad?
Wildly interesting and mad that you're just like
demanding
that you're just like, oh, this is crazy. But
it's the car wreck we all want to watch.
Yeah. There's a stripper lounge in Atlanta. I think it's called Clermont or whatever that I went to, and I got to go there because someone told me, like this place is known as being a little kitschy and the dancers are a little older, like, which is kind of fun or whatever. And I really enjoyed that. And so I really enjoyed talking about Pattiya. Like I really enjoyed her story or whatever. I love the fact that you get to like see like a woman kind of like enjoying her sexuality and body in a way that we don't get to see a lot. I'm really into it.
And it's not in a sad way where we see like some people on Love After Lockup who are doing it because like they just desperately need money and have no other way to get it. This feels different. Pattiya feels like she owns this choice. She wants
She's
it.
there by choice.
Yeah. She loves doing it and I like it.
I like it too.
Been doing it since, she said, 1989. I was 7. I'll just say it. I was 7 years old.
I was 12.
1989. I was 16. Because I'm the old lady here.
All right, next time on.
Yes.
Jenny and Sumit do poop yoga.
No.
Nope. Pattiya is heading to Australia, and we learned that AI John Tesh might be a little bit of a mama's boy. Manon has another business proposal.
We forgot we're like, oh my God, that's why it was an easy watch.
Yeah.
And
there's none of her.
Oh, yeah. Chloe is stalking Johnny physically in person.
I wrote Sophie because she reminded me of Sophie. I totally wrote as I was doing my notes. Yeah, she is Chloe, but she's got some Sophie energy.
That's so interesting.
Unlike cheating. And Madelein continues her meltdown. It continues.
Oh yeah.
TBD. No, TBC. To be continued. Yeah. All right, ladies, we did it.
We did it.
Thank you so much for having me on. That was so fun.
Chris, thanks for coming on. So tell everyone where they can find you. Make sure we all know. And I'll put it in the show notes.
How lovely. So you can follow me. I'm at Chris L. Farah. I am on Instagram and TikTok. I have a Substack. However, I do all of my recaps on YouTube right now. And then I'm starting my own podcast. So that is going to be, I guess, announced very soon. Of course, if you're following me on any sort of socials, you'll get that information. I also have a Facebook group called Vanity Farah. I post there before I go live on YouTube. So if you want to subscribe to my YouTube, hit the notification bell. You'll know when I post things. Also, wherever you would like. But it's been such a pleasure. I love listening to you ladies, and this is
and we love you.
We love you.
And hopefully we get to go to podcast camp again next time.
Yes,
be with you.
Podcast camp at Fraser Park, honey.
That's what I was calling it podcast camp because we were with all our podcast friends.
Yeah, it felt like camp for a couple days.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you all next time.
Take care, everyone. Bye.